And for my speech, I'm going to talk about my grandfather, to share a little stories about us being together. He was a truck driver, and I was spending out at his house to go on his routes. And he would wake up like 2 and 3 in the morning, and my grandmother would be in the kitchen making us lunch. And I would still be passed out. Like, I don't want to wake up that early. And we would get up, we would start leaving the house like around 4, and then him and I would have this competition to see who could stay up the longest. And obviously he would win because he's used to that, that's his job. So like we'll go like Utah or something like really far, you know, and I would remember just like sitting there like this, just like dozing off, and then he'd be like, "You sleep? No?" And he would be like, "All right, get in the back." There's like a bed in the back, he has a sleeper, so I would just get in the back and pass out. I would lose. And another story, how many people know about Monterey Bay Aquarium? So were you guys there at the time when they had a great white shark? No? No? Okay. They had a couple of sharks there. They had like hammerheads, all those tiger sharks, you know, and a few times they had a great white. They had to take one back because it was getting sick, so it needed to go back in the ocean. My grandfather would also haul those sharks over there, and he was just like this huge thing to Monterey Bay. But sorry, this is really hard for me to talk about. 2 years ago he died, and it sounds horrible, but he kind of helped me pick out my career as he was dying. He was dying with cancer. He had it when he was very young, and he fought it, and it came back. He died really young. He was like 52. And I remember he was in the hospital, and I came by to see him, and he was just so not there. He wasn't there. He was thrashing around, and then a lot of nurses just like told me I had to wait to see him. I knew he was dying. And as I went in the room, the whole family was around the bed, and it was saying his goodbyes to every single person. And then, but the nurses were just so helpful. They were just fighting so much for him. He was losing so much blood. All his organs in his body was just shutting down. And they just cared so much, but the doctors said they couldn't give him blood anymore. They had to let him go. And that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a nurse because I wanted to fight for a single grandfather out there who was dying. So that's how he kind of helped me be a nurse. And also for my closing, this is my grandfather. He has a tattoo of a shark, and it says a shark, and it says transporter. And he has like tally marks. Yeah, that's what it's called. I think he had 6 of them. You can't see in the picture, but he had tally marks. It was awesome. He did that when he knew he was dying. So.